Yeah, fair assumption, I guess. But that would be predictable as well. So, look, we've probably overdosed on the Cruise sex-related stories in recent times. I mean, Tommy Lee's autobiography even had his own penis talking to us. So, I think, the first 5 books that I wrote were solely on Motley Crue. So, I really wanted this one to tear away and put the spotlight on some other great rock stars. Well, again, many female rock stars were asked to participate, but wouldn't or couldn't do it for one reason or another. Debbie Harry, Joan Jett, Suzi Quatro, Courtney Love, Lita Ford, etc. So, even though females generally talk and converse and communicate more openly than men, I guess it might be more of a guy thing to talk about sex in a public medium like this. So, look, I really hail Alison for joining the party. Her answers are as hot as what she is. A lot of the book's questions are very, very personal. I remember the morning I got up early to phone Lemmy's house for his interview, and it dawned on me that maybe it wasn't the smartest idea to be asking what he does with his semen after masturbating, right? So I was sure the godfather of metal was going to tell me to fuck off. But look, thankfully he was a great sport about it all. He was very humorous, as was Jesse Hughes from the Eagles of Death Metal as well. Look, most of the rock stars seemed to really enjoy the interview because it was something totally different for them, rather than talking about their next great album and tour to follow. So at the end of each interview, I'd ask them, so how was that for you? And we'd have some more laughs about it all. No, not really, but memorable things always seem to happen when partying with them. Like, we had a barbecue at my house one afternoon with Toby Rand and his Duke Cartel bandmates, and then we kicked onto a gig afterwards. And my wife and I ended up getting knocked down the front stairs by security who were throwing a patron out. And then I drunkenly remonstrated with them and copped like a full-blown punch in the jaw from the idiot that they'd just thrown out. And Toby's security guy was there and thankfully stopped me from copping any more. So we got a taxi home with Toby and Nikki Whelan from the TV show Neighbours at like 2 a.m. that morning, and we had the driver swing by Macca's and we got some burgers. And I remember Toby pissing himself laughing at me because I couldn't chew my burger, right? Because my jaw was like so swollen up and that, and I was damn hungry too. The guitarist of Kiss from the 80s and 90s, Bruce Kulick, he's one of the rock stars featured in the book. Well, one morning I was to drive him from the city to Melbourne Airport here, and after 5 minutes of sitting in the front passenger seat with Bruce next to me, he had to point out to me that the handbrake was actually on the floor next to my foot. I'd never driven a vehicle with this stupid type of handbrake before, and I had Motley Crue's former singer John Corabi sitting right behind me, poking fun and asking if I could actually drive, while Kiss's drummer Eric Singer was also in the back with Alice Cooper's bass player. And I remember looking in the rear vision mirror and they're both looking somewhat nervous. But look, we made it to the airport fine, no problem.